Yes, let's talk about low iron in pregnancy. This is going to be one of a multi-part series where I'm going to talk about research and then discuss why certain supplements are beneficial or not beneficial for pregnancy. So when we're talking about iron during pregnancy and low iron, which is actually common, and I'm going to be discussing this study first, which is by Philip Steer, and it came out in 1995, and it is incredibly important. Typically, a doctor is going to tell you that you want your iron to be above a certain level during pregnancy, because at the end, you'll start to notice that women's iron drops, and this was something that really confused me before I found the study, because I was wondering, why is it that everyone seems to have low iron at the end of their pregnancy? Are we measuring it wrong? Are we not understanding what's going on? And it's a little bit of both. So they found that after studying 150,000 women, which is that's an insane amount, the lowest incidence of low birth weight and preterm labor occurred with a hemoglobin between 95 and 105. This will fly in the face of conventional medicine, where they definitely, I don't think I've heard of anybody wanting it below 105. They found that failure of the hemoglobin to fall below 105 indicated an increased risk of low birth weight and preterm delivery. So that's huge. The study shows us that low hemoglobin is common at the end of pregnancy, and one of the reasons for this is because there is a large amount of copper that's being downloaded to the baby. It's about 70 milligrams that goes into their liver, and if we have too much iron in our body, meaning that it's not able to get downloaded to the baby, it's suppressing that copper. So when that balance between iron and copper isn't in balance, then that means that we aren't able to give baby all that we need. And this is really important because most people believe that all babies are born equally, and that is simply not the case. Each baby is going to be born dependent on what the mineral status is of mom. So one of the reasons why this is important is because if we're taking iron supplements, then we are not helping the regulation of iron. We're adding to the dysregulation of it, and we are doing ourselves a disservice without really realizing that, because we are adding more stress to the body and we are taking our bodies out of balance. This is something that naturally happens at the end of pregnancy, and so what we want to do is focus on the movement of iron. Things that focus on the movement of iron would be like the vehicle that's going to move the iron, which is the ceurloplasmin that is produced in the liver, and we need whole food vitamin C, we need potassium, and we need salt, and that is what triggers our body to make more ceurloplasmin. On top of that, if we're looking at the end of pregnancy, something that's really amazing actually is copper and whole food vitamin C, because our pain receptors actually need those. So if pain during labor is something that's of a concern to you and you're wanting to find ways to limit that, then actually making sure that you're getting enough whole food vitamin C and making sure that copper is in balance with iron is one of the great ways to do that. Come back tomorrow and I'm going to discuss another study with you and more supplements that can help benefit you for the end of pregnancy.